Spain will pay more than 12 billion euros in losses this year due to extreme weather events such as droughts, heat waves, and floods. What if we could invest to prevent that bill from continuing to rise? That is where green bonds come in, the concept we are about to explain. To begin with, we are going to look at what bonds are and how they operate in the fixed income market or debt market. Next, we will talk about green bonds and finally, some real-life examples. Next, we will talk about green bonds and finally, some real-life examples. Bonds are like loans that investors give to governments or companies. When you purchase a bond, you are essentially lending money to the issuer, who will pay you back the full amount on a set day, called the maturity date. During the bonds period, you receive regular interest payments. Bonds give investors consistent earnings while the issuer uses the funds for dealing with their project or operations. During the bonds period, you receive regular interest payments. Bonds give investors consistent earnings while the issuer uses the funds for dealing with their project or operations. Green bonds are standard bonds, but with a bonus green feature. They work as bonds. This means that the investor agrees to give the issuer a certain amount of money for a specific period of time until the maturity date. In exchange, the investor receives periodic interest payments. It works the same with green bonds. However, all the money raised must be used to fund projects that have positive environmental or climate benefits. In exchange, the investor receives periodic interest payments. It works the same with green bonds. However, all the money raised must be used to fund projects that have positive environmental or climate benefits. For example, they can be used to fund improvements in transport infrastructure, agricultural production, and renewable energy projects. Over the past few years, the green bond market has experienced significant growth. Now we are going to put everything in order and explain it with a very simple diagram. Bond issuance: a government or a company issues the bond to raise funds. Green project financing: the funds are allocated exclusively to projects that provide environmental benefits. Investor commitment: investors buy these bonds, expecting interest payments and the return of their investment. Transparency and reporting: the issuer must report how the funds are used, ensuring trust and confidence from investors. Once we have explained green bonds and how they work, we are going to show a real-life example to better understand the concept. In January 2024, RedIA, a public-private company that manages the electricity transmission network in Spain, issued a green bond worth 500 million euros. With a maturity of 10 years and a coupon of 3.07%. RedIA is using this money in three main areas: strengthening electrical grids, developing interconnections between islands and with Europe, digitalization, and storage. Thank you all for watching and listening to this video. We hope you have learned more about green bonds and the importance of them in order to be aware of the benefits to the environment. We will come with more financial concepts soon. If you found this video interesting, please comment and share it with your friends.